A fellow friend of mine, Roadside Rick, recently got his camera stolen, and here's a clip.
Maybe I just lost it. I have no clue, but I've looked everywhere. And this is kind of depressing because I have no cameras again. Back on this phone. In the end, if he needed it more than I did, I guess why not? Maybe it happened for a reason. I don't know.
That really sucks, and it reminded me of the day where I got my shoes stolen, and they were brand new. I recently gotten them for Christmas, and my parents had gotten them for me, so it had a lot of sentimental value to me, but it happened. So there's a local pool nearby where you can go and you can pay $3 and you can swim for an hour, and it's basically a community pool, so anybody can go. On this day, I think I had gone with my brother-in-law and maybe my sisters, I don't remember. We went in, and you usually can pay for a locker 75 cents or maybe $1 in quarters. I don't know. The point is, it's a cheap price to pay. But on this day, I was just like, you know, why pay? We can just put our stuff in here, close it, and people don't go and check locks, right? Well, I was wrong. We go, we swim, we come back, and we check the locker, we open it. Me and my brother-in-law had been sharing one, and then my brother-in-law realizes that he's missing his towel and he doesn't have it. And he goes away for a little bit, and while he's away, I realize that I don't have my shoes. They're not here inside this locker. And so I look and I'm like, maybe I put them in a different locker, maybe I put them somewhere else, I don't know. They're nowhere to be found. This kid comes by and my brother-in-law sees him and he starts talking to him and he's like, hey, I think that's my towel. The kid looks at him straight in the face and says, no, it's not yours, it's mine. My brother-in-law didn't want to argue with the kid, so he let him have it, and he just came back to me and he was kind of just upset that this had happened. And he's like, let's go. And we go outside, we wait there, and then we see the same kid who my brother-in-law had talked to. He goes nearby the trash can and he just kind of wraps up the towel that he had and he throws it on the floor, and he walks away. He gets into his car, and whoever was waiting for him had been with him when we were inside discussing about the towel, but they didn't do nothing, and so they drove off. My brother-in-law went and saw the towel and it was his, but he didn't want it anymore. And I looked to him and he looked to me, and we kind of were just like, he probably took my shoes. And the thing is that I thought about it and I was like, well, it's kind of bad that the person that was with him didn't say anything about the towel and possibly didn't say anything about the shoes, which also reminds me of the day that my dad got his shoes stolen. I have a video on this as well, but a quick little summary. Basically, my dad had washed his shoes and he had hung them up in a fence, and he had come with us to eat. Of course, he had shoes on, but they weren't the shoes that he had washed. Anyways, we go out and we see the shoes that are hanging up there, and then there's a kid that hops out of a car. He goes and he grabs the shoes, and then he just looks at us, and my sister goes up to him and says, hey, are those your shoes? Because they kind of look like my dad's shoes. We didn't have any idea that they were my dad's shoes, but the kid says, no, they're not my shoes, but then runs away, gets inside his car, and then they drive off. What in the world? Why would anybody allow that to happen? And especially if they told the kid to go get them, why would they do that? Moral of the story, I think, for everybody is just try and be a nice person, be a good person, don't steal, and make somebody smile instead of making someone upset. Maybe the other people needed the stuff that they stole more than us, and who knows? But anyways, do you have any stories on this? If you do, leave it in the comments or make a video. I don't know, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you live life and do it right and keep on smiling, even if it gets hard or whatever. Catch you on the flippity flop. Bye.